tonight. I got some shit I need to speak about. Then we go from there. They all ready for it. Send me live. Highly anticipated another show. Oh, we live. Where's it at to show me that I'm live on Face? There we go. Welcome to another edition of Amsterdam Talk. Trying to get everything straight over here for y'all so we can go from it and just do what we normally do, like I always do. Super producer Ava, myself, Rod. Amsterdam Talk. You won't see the 2-minute intro today because I got some things I need to talk about before I bring this topic up, but I got a video that's going to lead into this topic. So first and foremost, before we get into this thing, I was actually hit yesterday about men not supporting females. And I stated to him, I said, one thing I've actually done to show the female I was rocking with, we still cool to this day. I mean, she got a man or whatever, but we still cool to this day. And we talked about dreams yesterday, me and another friend, and I was just like, yo, listen, I've been to a point where I was rocking with a person so hard and I knew how bad she wanted to be a nurse. And what I wound up doing for her was, because she ran into a financial burden, she wanted to go to nursing school. So I paid for a semester, basically, not a half, a semester, out my pocket for her to become a nurse. And I told her, you don't have to pay me this money back. And she never paid me the money back. But only thing she had to do in agreement was when she graduated, she thanked me. And she thanked me. So, for women out there that don't believe men support women with their dreams, we do. You just got to find the right motherfucker. But on that, that's another story. But now we're here for Amsterdam Talk. Today we're talking about ghosting. And a lot of people think ghosting and fall back are the same thing. No, there's a fucking thin ass line between fall back and ghosting. Ghosting means you completely disappear out the whole fucking picture. Fall back means that you still feel though it's still a possibility that things can still work out. So you basically inching your way back, like you're falling, you're inching your way back and seeing how things will go if you're going to move step forward or you move step back. But ghosting definitely means you're fucking leaving the whole thing. I need to show my man Martel did this video for me. Am I able to share my screen, Ava, so we can get to this ghosting thing? Let me see if I can share it. No, I can't. But we get ready to get into this ghosting thing, and I want to show y'all, talk to y'all about this ghosting thing. Wrong screen, Ava, you letting me share? There we go. And we're going to do it today. We're going to do it right about now. And I got to make sure I got the right person coming up. Where is he at? Here we go. Let's talk about it.
Who's being ghosted right now. And when I say ghosted, what I'm saying is this. You've been getting to know someone, pictures, all right? You've been getting to know somebody, all right? Maybe y'all been texting consistently. Maybe you've been on the phone consistently, doing your little FaceTimes here and there. Maybe y'all been going out. Maybe y'all been spending some quality time together, if you know what I mean. And here's the thing. Y'all been doing this thing consistently. The next thing you know, this person just cuts you off. They stop responding to your text. Or they respond, but it's large spaces of time in between, all right? You stop seeing them. But you know they're alive, right? Because you go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, and clearly they're living their life, they're posting things, but you just don't hear from them anymore, all right? Let me tell you this. I understand that being ghosted hurts, all right? It hurts because it leaves you in a position where if you're not conscious and you're not operating within your power, it can leave you wondering, did I do something wrong? Is there something wrong with me? It can leave you confused, but here's the thing. I got a message.
All right, so he broke down the definition of ghosting right now. He broke down the definition of ghosting. For those who don't really know what ghosting is, that's why I broke it down to a full onset of what's the difference between falling back and ghosting. I've been ghosted before. I have ghosted someone before. But I have people tonight that explain to you what has happened. So first, I'm going to speak with T. How you doing, T? I can't hear you, T. Maybe I need to put these in. That might be another issue that we have. All right, T, you ready? T? I can't hear you, T. T, you talking or no? You sitting out there at some plaza doing something in your background, but I can't hear you, sweetie. Maybe it might be me. Amici, can I hear you?
Let's try it. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you, Amici. Okay, T, you ready? All right, T. So T has been ghosted. So tell me what happened, T. We can't hear you.
Go out
We
and come
can't hear
back
you,
in.
sweetie. Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in. Sorry, technical difficulties right here, but this is Amsterdam Talk with yours truly. We want to talk to the ghoster first. Everybody's out there saying they can't hear you right now. All right, let her back in. See what she's talking about. Let me put it up. She's back in. So anyway, ghosting happens on a regular basis. We don't want no dead air out here, but ghosting happens on a regular basis. This seems to be the premise of it, that people can't, just come and say, this is not working, or they don't feel it. If you've never been ghosted, I don't think you've ever been out there dating before, because this shit happens on the regular. We got a couple ladies out here tonight that's going to explain to us what ghosting is. She ready? And what happens to when you've been ghosted? Definitely tune in for the Amsterdam After Chat if you're ready. All right, T, can we hear you now?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that.
you've been ghosted. So what happened, T?
It's been a couple of times. I mean, it's
A couple.
a couple of times.
A couple. See, now hold on. First of all, you came on here talking about a couple
times.
times. So now I'm gonna ask you, gotta look into the mirror now. Shit, a couple times.
This
means
is
you
true.
gotta look into the mirror. But okay, go ahead.
With this certain situation, everything was going good. I mean, we were, texting, we were going out on dates, we were, there was nothing that indicated anything was wrong at all. And then just went off the grid. There was no, I'm texting, not responding, I'm calling, going to voicemail. I mean, just nothing. And I'm like, okay, is something wrong? Because my first instinct, I go into, I'm a mom, so I'm in protective mode first. I'm like, oh, did something happen? Is he okay? What's going on? And so I'm texting and not getting a response, nothing. And so then I see it's been a couple of days. Then on social media, I was like, okay, well, he must be okay because he's posting or he's commenting on people's stuff. And I'm like, okay, so what's really going on? And still nothing, no communication, no nothing. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit there and keep texting you and keep calling you. And I get the picture. If you don't want to communicate with me, then I'm good with that. I'm done. So 3-4 months later, he pops back up like nothing ever.
Where do you see that it went wrong? Because the ghost just happened. You said y'all were going out on dates and y'all was constantly texting. Where did it go wrong at?
That's what I haven't figured it out. Never figured it out, because he never gave me a clear answer. It was like he would pop back up and like nothing ever happened. And I'm asking, well, what happened? Well, where were you? Oh, well, I just got caught up in some stuff. No, you probably had another female you was dealing with, or you was dealing with somebody at the same time you was dealing with me and just didn't know how to say that.
Sound like he got caught up in another tangled web we weave.
Exactly. But I mean, it happens. I mean, it's, guys that I've dealt with before, and it's like they just ghost you, conversating with them, and then 2 or 3 months later, or even I had one come back a year later. I'm like, dude, where you come from? I'm like, you was gone a long time ago. And then you pop up a year later and want to know what I'm doing or how I'm doing. I'm like, where you been? No explanation, no nothing.
So they just up and left. So the chemistry on these, I guess the conversation had to be good because you actually went out on a couple of days. So how was the chemistry in person?
In person, it was good. We were, at least I thought we were feeling each other. So and that's the thing. It's like a lot of guys, but then I've also been told that, maybe I'm a little bit too aggressive, or I'm too straightforward with guys. And I'm honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. So, I'm gonna let you know, hey, I'm feeling you. This is what it is. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. And then they're like, okay, she's serious. She for real, and they'll sit there and tell you, oh, I want a relationship, or oh, I want this, and this is what I'm looking for. But in reality, it's not. There's inconsistency, and they're not intentional with what they do or what they're saying. It's like, it's good for the moment, and then they'll come at, oh, you a real good girl, this, that, and the third, but yet you leave, you ghost, you gone.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't understand. It's like, okay, if I'm such a good girl or a good chick or whatever the case may be, what was the issue? What's the problem? Where did we go wrong? Because we didn't have an argument. Because I don't do the arguing. So it's like, I'm not going back and forth with you about stuff. Now I can clearly say, if we had an argument and it ended that way, I would clearly say it's not ghosting. But when you feel like you vibing with somebody and you've been going out on dates or whatever, the only conclusion that I came to was that there was already somebody else in the picture, that they didn't feel, or they just clearly weren't ready. All they wanted was whatever they was getting.
So I have to ask a tough question. With the ghosting, was there any sex involved with this?
Oh yeah, there was.
Okay, so it was sex and okay, so now that so there was sex in this, and then the ghosting happened. So I normally give my awards. But no, go ahead. I'll let you speak. Go ahead, speak.
But it lasted. I mean, a couple of months. It might have been 3-4 months before they decided. And I'm like, okay, well, what maybe it wasn't good anymore. You was tired. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to tell me that. I don't know. So it's just, but it's bad when you get caught up in feelings, thinking things are going good, and you vibing with this person, and all of a sudden they gone, and you have no explanation as to whether or not you did something wrong or where the relationship went wrong. Tell me what's going. Talk to me.
So you never asked the question, what are we doing? What is this? What are we doing?
I mean, I'm gonna honestly say no. I guess I was just going with the flow. I guess I was going with the flow. But you ask them what you do. Ask them the question, and they was like, well, they don't give you an answer. Well, you the only one I'm talking to. You the only one I'm kicking it with. You the only one I'm chilling with.
So
that's
you asked the question, but you never came to agree. I mean, well, you asked the question, what are we doing? So you just went with the flow, but you never asked what titles or anything like that, I'm guessing.
No, because I mean, and I guess that probably is my fault, because every relationship that I go into, I'm going into it as that's the only person I'm dating. I can't do the multiple dating or date this dude on one night and have a date with another dude on another night. I just can't do all of that. I'm focused on the person that I'm with at that time.
So feelings got involved and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was feelings involved.
And he just left. So and he just left, just out of the blue, just up and gone. So let me see the time frame, because it went from the text messaging was spot on, or maybe a couple seconds, or maybe a couple minutes, then it just opened up longer than it supposed to been. Then is that what started happening?
Yeah, and another thing was he worked out of town a lot. So
did you get this text message? I was asleep.
No, I didn't get that one.
You never got that one. Okay, so I can't give him the STGI award of the week.
Yeah.
So you just never got that text message. So okay, so he was out of town a lot. And where are you located?
I'm in Houston.
Okay, you're in Texas. Okay, and the brother was in Houston as well, right? And he was out of town for work a lot. So okay, all right. So he was out of town. Was he really out of town for work or not?
That was the other thing. So I'm like, well, all of that started coming to my head. I'm like, well, is he really out of town all of this time that he's saying he going to work, and I'm not hearing from him? Or it would be, he would tell me, okay, well, I'm coming home on Wednesday or Friday or whenever, and then I wouldn't know Wednesday or Friday ever came, because I would never hear from him. So
So that becomes a different situation right there, because if I'm out of town and I'm rocking with you heavy like that, props to my Baton Rouge guys, what I'm gonna say right now, and I'm on the road and I'm coming in town, I gotta stab that puss easily. Yeah, you can bring her in. I gotta stab that puss. But I want you to hold your thoughts of what's going on, because you've been ghosted. So now I need to talk to two ghosties in the room with me. Hey, Armici, how you doing?
Hey, Rod.
I'm not gonna fuck up your school name because I'm not gonna say the shit. That's the whole
Oh,
thing.
corn.
So we're gonna bring in Michi right now. Michi is a ghostee.
Yes, sir.
So what happened for you to do the ghosting, Armici?
Well, let me just say, when I ghost, it's simply because there is nothing left for me to say. It's over. I'm done.
Nothing you to say. So
There's
nothing else for you to say. So what brings you to conclusion? This conclusion that you can go.
Let's start with a big obvious one.
What's the obvious then?
You forgot that you have a significant other.
Oh shit.
Ghost. There's nothing left for me to say.
Oh shit. The nigga had a whole girlfriend or wife?
Right. But they forgot about it.
Now it understands to me why you asked me to play my promo from earlier. Now I got it now. So you had a whole girlfriend or whole wife. So yeah, your ghosting is solidified.
That's solidified.
So hold on, I gotta ask you before you did the ghosting, because in my promo that was mentioning earlier about the ghosting I had people actually do, that they went on a bunch of dates. Did you go on these dates? Did you go on a date?
I've gone on some dates. I've gone on some dates.
With this brother that you ghosted, you went on dates with him?
I've gone on a couple of dates with a couple of people that forgot, each of them, that they had a wife, and they were only reminded once the wife called me.
Oh, sucky now. The wife called you. So how did you? How did you handle that? Because how did you handle that when the wife called you? How did you handle that?
I give a disclosure anytime the first conversation that we have with the guy. I always say, don't let your female come looking for me, because I'm gonna give her what she's looking for.
Say that again. I hear you.
Whether or not it made it to any level, I don't want her wasting her time. So I'm going to give her what she's looking for.
Right.
So therefore, when she says, "Are you messing with my man?" I'm going to say yes.
Did you get into details though? If
I'm going to give details.
Oh, you got grants
and receipts.
Oh shit, receipts.
Bam, 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 and bam.
So did you I gotta ask a tough question for my viewers out there. Did you have sex with this brother?
Because one no, two no, one yes.
What the hell? What the hell is going on? Shit. One have been ghosted.
There was one guy that I knew from school.
You ghosting. Okay.
There was one guy that I knew from school. He came in my face. We were just talking. And I actually knew the girl that he was dealing with. He wasn't married, but she was a significant other. They were living together. He and I were in a band together. It was absolutely nothing. But I did again let him know, hey, you know how I roll. He knew how I roll because we were in the band together. He knows I don't play.
Oh, you in a band. Salute to the band fraternity.
I was in a band.
Me too.
FOF. So he and I was just friends. The girl back in school, she was an S starter, but she forgot.
What is that? What is an S starter for my viewers?
A shit starter.
Oh, shit starter. Okay. Oh, you can cuss on the show.
She thought she intimidated people. We Amsterdamming, and so she would come, but she forgot who I was, so she calls me. Mm-hmm. I wake up and she's, she's, oh hey, how you doing? I hadn't heard from you. You calling me? And she said, well, I want to know why you calling Derek. And I said, because we cool. Why? What's up?
Hold on. Dirk ain't in this group, is he?
No, he's not. But he
All
knows.
right.
We cool.
All
We
right.
cool.
Dirk ain't in the couples lounge, is he?
He's not. It was a long time ago, and it's okay. He know I can call his name. We cool. It's over. But she,
Dirk.
it was nothing.
Dirk. Hold on, baby. Dirk, you get the shit bag titty fuck of the week award for this bullshit. You get the shit bag titty fuck of the week
because
award.
he didn't talk up, right?
Right.
So I mean, it was innocent, but he should have told her that he saw me, met me, and all. He should have disclosed that. So when she called me and she was like, "I want to know why you calling," I said, "Because we fucking." She said,
And
well,
that's
do you
the
know that we're
exact
messing
word.
around? I said I didn't ask him, and obviously he knew, so it wasn't for me to know.
That was just profound off the jump. Like, why are you calling? We fucking.
Yes. Now, had
Straight
we?
up.
No. Was I interested? No. Would we ever? No. But she came looking for something. She knew there was a plethora of phone calls, and she knew there was interchanges. And instead of her going after him, she came to me. So I had to give her what she was looking for.
So
Now,
hold
because
on.
she
You and
picked the
Dirk
phone,
wasn't fucking? Y'all was or y'all wasn't? Because I'm
we
confused.
were not.
So you just told her y'all was fucking?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Amici. Y'all thought you was better than that. I got to give you the PPP award.
Yes.
You get the
can't
piss poor
disappoint her.
performance award. So you disappointed her on lies and betrayal.
Cannot
and
disappoint
defeat.
her. She came looking. I had to give her what she was looking for.
She was looking for something that you had nothing, no concrete evidence.
No, I had to. Now that one I had to give her. Now, but hey, there's levels to this.
You rolled the joint, but you didn't inhale. Come on, now you talk to the brother.
I have to give her what she was looking for. She earned that.
No, that's bullshit.
Let me say that. The only reason why I did that to her was because back on the yard, she was a shit starter. And you know, I had to give that to her. She deserved that.
She was a shit starter, but would you to fuck Dirk if Dirk would have put the opportunity together?
Nah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't have never did it. What? No. So why would you do that to break up a happy home? Because listen, you rolled the joint, but you didn't inhale. See,
she had a habit of calling people and trying to intimidate people. She knew her dude wasn't faithful. None of the dudes that she ever messed with were faithful.
Just Steve McNair did go to that school, and we see what happened.
And he did.
Well, sorry.
None of the dudes at the school were faithful.
Alcorn, brothers, y'all got some shit to explain to us, Alcorn.
But hang on, we got to go to the next one. So the next one, this dude had the nerve to take me out to a Titans game.
Tennessee. Okay, so okay, but my next was getting ready to ask you, where are you located? I know where the school is located, but where are you from? Where
so
you
I'm in
reside
Nashville.
now?
So I go to a Titans game.
Cashville. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Right. We cool, we chilling. Nothing ever happened. His wife calls. I had to give her what she was looking for.
Hold on. His wife called. So
did
you know he was married already?
No.
Did you ask the question? Was you married? You got a girlfriend?
We have a whole group of people. This guy had a whole group of people. We talked about my divorce and all this stuff, and he was like, "Hey, you got to get out." Okay, cool. We going out.
So you're divorced. So you was divorced at the time.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you clean.
I'm divorced. I'm chilling. I'm single. Everybody knows. I don't deal. I mind my own business.
Okay. Okay, so you're at the Titans game. You're the Titans. You at the Titans game in Cashville, right. And you know the
Good
wife
game,
called.
Come back. So the next time we talking, I gotten sick. You know, everybody knows I had COVID. So the guy says, "Well,
so this is recent,
huh?"
So this is recent.
This was recent. Now when we went out, it was back when NFL, you know, when they were playing the last time.
Well, I'm glad you over. I'm glad
when
you
the wife called me,
COVID.
Yes, it was recent. The wife called me, it was recent. I was at the time sick with COVID. The guy texted me because our group, you know, said, "Hey, pray for Mimi, she's got it." And so
Did he have it?
The what?
Did he have it?
Yeah.
So he got COVID from you.
No. I had COVID.
But did he get COVID from you?
It got, you know, they sent the message out that I had COVID. So he texted me to check on me. We
Okay.
hadn't talked in a minute. And then he said, well, when you get well, we'll go out to Top Golf. So here
Okay.
he is asking me out again. Well, then the wife calls me and says, hey, is this Mimi? And I say, yes. And she says, don't text my husband, don't call or text my husband ever again.
Okay.
But she hung up, so she didn't get a chance to get the spill.
So the spill, now I gotta ask the spill. So did you and this brother, did anything go down between y'all?
No.
But you was gonna give her the same logic that you gave the last chick.
I would have answered, yes.
So, okay, I got questions, but I'll let you go and explain your next story.
So yeah, this guy, I ghosted him. Again, he never got anything ever from me because there's nothing else left.
But the crazy thing is, you supposed to have been quarantining and you ghosting.
I'm ghosting. They still coming at you. They don't care if the coochie got cold. They still coming.
You got COVID-19 and you're ghosting. What the fuck is going on in Cashville?
It's COVID-19 coochie.
Yo, hey, listen, yo, your pussy probably like spill a diamond or some shit if that fucking COVID is coming. You're coming from COVID coochie. I heard of
They
coochie
hadn't even
cobwebs,
gotten any.
but COVID
They hadn't even
coochie
held my hand.
gotta be reckless. Did they get a hand job? What?
No, they hadn't even held my hand.
They didn't hold your hand. Oh, I thought you said
No,
they gave a hand job.
They didn't even hold my hand. No kissing, no hugging, no nothing.
Well, you got COVID, so you shouldn't be doing none of this shit. You should be quarantining.
That was before COVID.
Okay, all right. So now,
Yeah.
now that brings you. Okay, all right. We're gonna let that go. So now, what happens next?
So the last married one that was in my face. This is somebody that I had dealt with in the past when he was not married.
Okay. So he wanted that
comes
old thing back.
Finds out that I'm divorced. Divorcing, and so in the end, he's circling back. So he flew me out. We kicked it, had a wonderful weekend, all that.
Oh, he flew you out. He flew you out where?
She got flued out.
I got flued out. I cannot disclose my location.
No, you can disclose your location. You want Amsterdam talk. Where the hell did you go? My viewers want to know. I'm honest with my fans.
I can say I went to Party City.
You went to Party City?
I went to a Party City, but because,
what state? What state, goddammit? No, what state? No, I'm going
I went to Vegas.
Are you okay? You went to Las Vegas. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I went to
Las Vegas.
He also went to Vegas. And
she went to Vegas too? She went to Vegas as well?
I did not know that she went to Vegas as well.
Oh, shit.
Same time.
Yes.
Yeah, but okay, you, him, and her are out in Vegas together.
Yes. It just so happened though, while we were together, that he took his time to go over to the chapel and get married.
Hold up, he didn't go to the chapel and the Excalibur, did he? Or the chapel in the Circus, did he?
I don't know. We saw Elvis and came on back to where I was the same night.
That seems to be the Circus because I went in there and I watched the whole marriage in the Circus. I had a Coors Light and I was drinking in the chapel, watching them get married. That's another story.
Right. Yeah.
So he flew both of y'all out,
yeah,
and he basically like eloped damn near.
Yeah.
Okay, so where would y'all stand? I gotta get technical. Where would you stand at?
I was on a strip and she was off the strip.
Okay. At least he doesn't get a PPP award because that was great planning and performance.
Low budget.
No, you was in a low budget.
I said I don't mess with low budget. I was in a very nice suite.
Okay, you was in a nice suite. I'm just saying he doesn't get the PPP because he planned it right. He had you on the strip and hair off the strip. That is not a piss poor performance. Even though I don't indulge cheating, but it was a good strategy. He was thinking, okay. And he then dipped off and he then got married. So once he got married,
then he sent her back.
He sent her home.
With me.
So he sent her home. Hold up. So he got married and he came back and had consummation with you. What type of? Now you get the piss poor performance award because you didn't have sex with your wife. You went and had sex with the other chick. That is crazy. What the fuck is going? Hold on. So listen, check this out. I don't mean to get in your business or none of that. So he circled back. So he's another brother that went to Alcorn?
No.
Okay,
Alcorn
so
men don't do that.
So he's just from Cashville.
No.
Okay, so all right, so he flew you out to Vegas. He said he wanted to tap it one more time. I don't know how many times he tapped in Vegas, and I really don't give a shit at all. But you know, I'm going to ask you how many times did y'all have sex in Vegas, because I need to know. I know I just lied 3 times, but I need to know. So y'all got there, y'all had sex, then he went and got married, then he came back and had some more consummation with you, took his wife home. So basically, I got to give his wife the TP award for the night. Trash. Because the fact was, you got a whole I do engagement, and you went and had consummation with the other woman. So then you hold up. So when did you find out he got married in Vegas?
Well, my Facebook detective antenna came on, where he changed his profile picture. It was very nice. And he had this angle in which he had, you know, I could see something on his finger. It was black. And so in the comments, you know, I had to investigate, and somebody, you know, said something, and one person, it was like hundreds of comments. One person said, "Hey, I like this pin on your lapel." And he said the wife picked it up.
Hold on, I gotta stop you for a second, because one of my viewers said, was his wife from Caucasus Mountains?
No.
Okay, all right, go ahead. You can finish telling your story.
Yeah, and actually the wife is badass. She's beautiful body, high up income. There's nothing I can say negative about her.
But her puss was trash.
But
okay.
Yeah,
They still married?
I'm sorry.
They still married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she. Okay. All right. So we go from there. All right. So finish telling your story.
So there was a picture. Somebody commented on it and said, how did you get this on your lapel? And he said the wife got it. I tapped that and went on and saw where they had family pictures. But he never posted anything with her on it. Never posted her. Never posted family pictures. Nothing. It was just, intuition, and he was trying to get back together with me, even this whole time.
So now, knowing that, so then you ghosted him. You just got out of there.
With that, eventually, he was still calling me. I did ghost him. He was inboxing me. She also did call me.
So when she called you, what did you say?
I gave her the receipts from the hotel.
Did he pay? He paid for the hotel?
He paid for flight, hotel. He paid for everything.
Hey, listen, my fans out there, fellas that are listening, he paid for the flight, the hotel, everything, got married and came back and had consummation with Michi. If that's not telling you something, it's telling me something. But if it's not telling you something, you need to pick it up on it. Okay, so go ahead, Michi. Tell me what else happened.
So yeah, I gave her everything, and she still stayed married to him though.
Okay, so she
needless
stayed
to say,
married.
he's banking.
Okay, all right. So
the reason why
okay, all right. So Senda, what is going? Use another ghoster. So what's going on? What happened? Why did you ghost someone?
Okay, first of all, I have a zero tolerance policy.
You have a zero tolerance policy.
Zero tolerance for BS. Yes, zero tolerance. But I think it's the previous relationships that bring on the zero tolerance policy. And hey, Michi, I work at Alcorn. Hey. But so I had a similar situation to hers. I don't do married men. I don't do it's complicated. I don't do entanglements. Anything, any type of connection whatsoever, big or small, I choose not to participate in that. If you want to deal with me, leave it alone, then we can talk.
Okay.
So this guy, who was very persistent, I didn't even want to talk to him, was very persistent, forgot to give me the little bit of information that he was married.
Well, persistence is a killer. Persistence is a killer. You're persistent, you're definitely going to reach a goal one day if you're that persistent, but go ahead.
Yeah, he was very persistent. So eventually I broke down and I went on a date with him.
Okay.
Never. And I told him, I said, I don't do married men. I don't, if you got a girlfriend, if you got anybody, I don't get involved with that. That's just not how I roll. And come to find out, maybe about a year later, yes, I get a phone call. Me and some of my sons just sitting around my phone ring. I'm like, who is? And I noticed he was at the house. He walks out the door. Then dawned on me right then. I answered the phone, hello. She's like, hey. She said, this is such and such. I want to know if you dating my husband.
What did you say?
Now, I immediately felt her pain. So unlike Amici, I did not say yes. I said no. Because
You saved face.
I didn't know. Huh?
You saved face for him then.
No, I saved face for her.
Okay.
I didn't feel like she deserved that because it would have been different to me if I knew the situation that I was in.
Right.
But I didn't know I was in that situation.
Okay.
So needless to say, that was the end of that. Period. So he was a ghost from that point on.
So you ghosted him once from there. So once she called you, so like so you just said no. So you saved face for her. So
I say face for her, not for him.
So what happened in this time period that that you saved face? So what happened?
Well, they ended up getting a divorce. So
no, they got a divorce. Now I'm not asking what they did. I'm just asking what you and this brother did.
We did nothing. It was over with for me because to me, you took away my option to choose. So you didn't even respect me enough to give me an option.
So y'all had no sex, no nothing in this whole time.
Oh yeah, we was having sex and we was doing everything. We was hanging out. He was at my house during every day.
That's what I'm getting at. So he was at your house, so you never knew like any signs like this is not going on.
Let me tell you something. I was in grad school.
Well, whose TV back there acting up? Whose TV's up?
I'm sorry. I'm Superwoman over here. So I got an AKA audit meeting going on over here. Chapter audit meeting going on. And
so that. All
I'm
right,
turning it off. I'm just continuing.
No, I'm just saying, go. So y'all was doing everything and doing this. So this never obliged you to say, "Hey, listen, he got someone." There was no.
As far as I was concerned, he was always there. We were going to football games together. We were always doing stuff together. No, I never went to his house. I had small children, so I'm not the type of person, I'm not gonna look for stuff. So I ain't trying to follow him home, try to figure out where he stay. All that didn't matter to me. I was in grad school, I was working full time, I had my own business. So I had a lot going on.
And where are you located at? Because I hear twang in your voice. So I know you from down south.
Okay, Mississippi, leave me alone.
Okay, all right, you're from Mississippi, so this is going on in Mississippi. So, all right, so, you got small kids, he's coming around, he's meeting these kids and doing what he need to do for these kids, or just taking the whole package deal, but you don't know about this woman his whole other outside life.
I didn't. I had no clue.
So
I had no clue till my phone rang that day. And this woman asked me, was I dating her husband? She ain't say sleeping with, she ain't say screwing, she ain't say elfing. She said, are you dating my husband?
So there was no point that where you like had your whole ESP just said, this motherfucker got somebody, that he doing something on the side. You just didn't see that.
No, I didn't see it. And I'm generally pretty good with that, but no, I didn't see it. And like I said, I had so many other things going on in my life that it wasn't like I was just occupied into a full-time relationship that I was ready to just settle down. I was in school, grad school. I had my own business and I had small kids.
Okay, so you were totally busy. You were totally busy. Yeah. All you know that he was coming home and bringing you, I guess they call it BDE, big dick energy. He was bringing that to you at night or whenever what was going on. I don't know, but that's what was going on. So you've never seen anything.
It was even more than that. We was hanging out. We was,
You were in public.
We were public. It wasn't like I was hiding.
So
it wasn't like I was just in the house. If we wanted to go somewhere, we went somewhere. It's no big
Right.
deal.
So I'm just saying, it's just being, well, I've never been married. I don't know anything about that, but just, per se, just you guys are just hanging out wide in the open and y'all all in the same city. And it's just like, was there something going on? Well, you didn't know, but I'm just trying to figure out, was there something going on with him and his wife where it was just so abruptly just say, I can go out with Cinda any fucking time I want in public and nobody's gonna see shit? Because the simple fact is why I bring this up, because the last conversation we had last week, motherfucker wasn't even married or dating. He was trying to get back with his ex, and somebody saw him and he looked a little bit wrong and shit just went different. So I'm asking you, like, where did this, like, did you ever talk to him about this? Like, what was
Yeah,
up?
he tried plenty of times to come back to me. Nope.
So what I'm seeing is this. So is he still trying to get back today?
If he could, he would.
How long ago was this, Cinda?
This was this was a long time ago.
Oh, this was a long time ago.
Yeah,
So,
this was a long time ago.
Oh, this was a long time ago. I thought it was like recent, kind of like Armici situation. So okay. So I need to so I have two ghosties and I mean a person that's been ghosted and two ghosties. So what I have to ask is how can y'all explain to T about not being ghosted? How can y'all explain to her, like with signs or symptoms or anything, like she can understand that, knows that go? Because she says she's been ghosted plenty of times. So what advice can you give her, and what advice can you give my viewers before I ask my next question? What advice can you give my viewers about ghosting? Like, why does it come to this?
Set a zero tolerance policy and stick to it, period. Okay. Know your worth.
Know your worth. Okay, what
know
you
your
got,
worth.
Amici?
Once you understand your worth, I don't care. I desire to get married, but I am good with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you desire to get married,
point, then that means you have earned it. It's I don't have to have you.
I'm sorry. So I was listening to something that you were saying and that kind of stuck out. And I'm going to say those are extreme situations that I had in which somebody had a significant other. But there are some other situations that I've ghosted guys because either they were doing too much or doing too much.
So what is too much then?
I'm going there.
What is too much?
Say that, okay, we got to be on the same page. A lot of times they were doing too much when, like Cinda, she was in grad school, she had juggling with kids, such and such. And so there are times in my life post-divorce, I'm trying to reclaim my peace. I'm trying to just do me. I'm trying to be able to have the remote and not have to share it. So I don't, at this moment, need somebody that's coming in trying to lock it down. I just want to spend some time. And so,
is that made up front though? Are you letting this person know to say, hey, listen, okay, it's made up front, and they take it an extra step.
That's
okay.
Where I am now. Now, in the past, prior to me getting married, there were times that I was extremely focused on my job. I was, maybe focused on school. I had other things going on. And then sometimes, yes, I am interested in a relationship, but I need to pace myself and getting to know you. And so I've actually had guys do what I see a lot of females do, doing too much too soon.
Hold on. I mean to cut you off right now. I had to look for this text from Ava, and I'll deal with it at the end of the show. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just checked this text from Ava. But go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Okay. So, but yeah. So, you just got to check the pace, and which can be difficult to do. But you do have to check your pace. And so she was saying that a lot of times that she only dates one person at a time.
Is that a bad, now for my viewers, is that, as from a woman's perspective, is that a bad or good thing, dating one guy at one time?
You do what you gotta do. It's either one. It's your individual thing. Now,
you tell guys from the jump, like, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I do.
Now,
Oh,
okay, now you know I gotta dig
But
deep. I
some
gotta
some
dig. I
guys
gotta.
don't like the honesty though. Like
But
you
yeah,
just
and
tell
some
them,
guys
well,
don't.
you know, they don't
So
like the honesty.
right.
Well,
And
They
I
don't want to
yeah,
hear that.
in
don't
her
wanna-
defense, they will come and say, well, yeah, you're the only one, and I'm listening, but they're analyzing what's going on. And she may be saying, okay, well, I'm with you. Let's start planning for a future. And he's not at that pace. He just wants to spend time with her. And
so
maybe
what's the pace then?
Right. What's too fast or what's too slow? Because
It-
it's like they'll say, well, let's take it slow. And for me, I'm like, I'm like, well, what's too fast and what's too slow? I'm like, if we going and we're constantly, progressing and moving forward. I mean, I can't, there's no slow it
the
down or
guy
move.
says, let's take it slow. Slow
What that
means no.
Slow
that's
means
and
no.
Slow means no.
Okay, slow means
and
no,
that's
fellas.
ghosting for me because I'm
Slow
through.
means no. Slow means you got to go. If
Slow
you
means
are
no, fellas.
interested in a long-term relationship and you are looking for your person that you're settling down, and the guy that you're with comes up front and say, hey, let's take it slow, fall back some, that means he's not, he want to be with somebody, but he's not ready to be settled down with
So,
somebody.
okay. So now you
Or-
said slow means
or,
no.
wait,
So you said a
or-
long-term relationship. Hold on, Cinder. So hold on, Cinder.
Okay,
So you say
go ahead.
slow means no on a on a long term. So say if it's LDR, long distance relationship, how do you break that down with a slow? Because you're actually moving slower because this person is maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm gonna say 3 hours away. So how do you? It got to be slow then because they're far.
Right.
So what happens with that
I've
then?
The
only
thing
done
is
long
this.
distance. I can't really say that I've done anything local.
So
'Cause I
you've
move
only
around.
done long distance. So I'm going to definitely bring you back for my long distance relationship show, but we're going to continue talking today though. Okay, so go ahead, ladies. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead, Cindy. You got the floor.
So I'm with you all on that because I deal with the long distance relationship. And the thing is, it's not just saying go slow, but the other term is, oh, let's not put a terminology on it and just let it go and let it just go as it flows. Okay, that works for 1, maybe 2 months. After that, if it doesn't change, you can call me all day long. My phone ain't answer. I'm not picking up.
Houston is too anywhere in Houston is a long distance relationship because Houston is too damn big. You date somebody on the other side of town, that's long distance.
So
it's
I gotta
that's
ask you the question because my viewers need to know. Have y'all ghosted? Have you, Tanya? Have you been ghosted? And Michi and Cinder, have y'all ghosted or been ghosted by somebody in the HBCU SL lounge?
Yeah,
it's too many people in there for me to even know because I don't know who all is in
Not
there.
that I know of.
I'm not. I didn't
Not
ask
that I
that.
know
I
of.
said, have you talked to a gentleman, Tanya, and he has ghosted you from the lounge?
No, and I'm new to the group, so I haven't been in there that long. So
I know you only been here in a month.
Yeah.
I know you only been here enough. I'm just asking because shit happens.
No.
So, what about you two ladies? Have y'all ghosted somebody from the group?
I haven't ghosted anyone yet.
I lightweight. I not lying. I don't know the names because I don't be caring.
I'm not asking for names. I can give a shit about names unless you want to put it here because
they come in the inbox, and chit chat, and I may carry on a general conversation, but if you throwing something at me and I didn't ask you for it, then I'm gonna drop that ball.
Okay, so I get where you're going at, and I'm going to ask you to end the show because I get where that's going. But see, this is the difference right here. I don't think you can be ghosted on a Facebook or Instagram DM. I think you can be I think the ghosting happens once you start talking and FaceTiming every day outside of the DM. That's what I think. So I really don't pay that attention. So I'm asking you ladies, like, have you ever started talking to a gentleman in this group and you just said, fuck it, I'm out. I'm Casper.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let me give you some meat.
I haven't yet.
We don't have it in the group, but let me give you some recent meat that I have, some juice.
I just got recent meat from you. You had
I got
COVID
some
and
more
the Texas
juice. I got
game.
some more juice.
Oh
Okay,
shit! Split it off.
everybody is drinking on that Amsterdam right now. So take a shot and let's get this story right here. It's a good one, I promise.
All right, here we go. Amsterdam talk for you right now.
So a couple weeks ago, I'm going in a grocery store and I see this gentleman who's a police officer. He speaks and I speak. And I think that just throws him off because, you know, we downtown, usually gentrified area. It's mostly white people. So it's, you know, different to see a black lady in there anyway. And so when I spoke to him, which most people, you know, black people here, if they don't speak. So if you do speak and show Southern hospitality, that's different. So he was like, you know, okay. So I went to, you know, get my lemon and my lime, and he turns around and I see him checking me out. So I'm with my girl and I'm like, ooh, I had this saying, you know, I'm not, you know, into going find. I'm gonna find my man on aisle 3 in the grocery store. So I'm joking.
Aisle 3.
Oh, this might be.
What the hell is on aisle 3? What the hell is on aisle 3?
I'm gonna meet somebody on aisle 3 in the grocery store. This is gonna be
What is
random.
on? What is this? I mean, because you're in the South, so it gotta be Publix. Is this Publix?
It's a joke. I'm going. So, but yeah, aisle 3 in the grocery store. So he turns, he's talking. As I'm leaving, he gets the number. Well, he follows me to my car. He gets the number. He sends.
Did he open your door? Did he open your door as a gentleman or no?
I got to the car first. So
Still, that doesn't make a difference. You can still open your door.
As I'm getting in, I'm already in the car, but I saw him coming, so I, you know, leave the door open.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we exchange information. He sends a nice gentlemanly text saying, you know, nice to meet you, such and such. Okay. Then he sends a headshot, not a DP, a headshot. I didn't ask him for that picture. I just saw you, but you sent me a headshot. Okay. Then sends me a text. The next day, I get a text. Hey, Amici, you know, hope you're having a nice day. I am having a nice day. Real short. Next day, another text. Another text. No phone calls. Text. So I tell him, I said, hey, give you an FYI. If you're consistently texting and you don't pick up the phone to call me, you're going to get crickets. Okay. So I'm suggesting that you pick up the phone, have a conversation, and then I'll respond. But, you know, unless you're married, I said, unless you're married, don't call me no more. If you're not married, don't text me anymore, call me. Okay. So he picks the phone up and he calls me. Mm-hmm. In that short conversation, he asked me for a picture. And I said, no, I'm not sending you any pictures until I get to know you. I'll send you some pictures.
Okay, pictures. So once he got to know you, would you send nudes?
No.
Okay, all right, go
now, he texts again, and then he sends me 3 pictures of himself, one of which is a Bernard, upper naked. I asked you for your picture.
A Bernard? What the fuck does that mean?
What I'm talking about.
I wasn't there, but I heard. So
why? Why?
I love Bernard. He's from Alcorn, and I strongly encourage his shenanigans in the Zoom. But
5 minutes, viewers. I need y'all to get your questions together because we're gonna start asking questions. Go ahead, Amici.
But he sends me a Bernard. I didn't ask you for that. And mind you, again, all I have is 4 days worth of text messages and a 3-minute phone call, and you're sending me pictures. I don't want your pictures. I'm not sending you. And he asked me for a picture. Mind you, all we have is this 3-minute phone call. Okay. Guess what he got?
Crickets.
All right.
That was warranted. That was warranted.
Right. Definitely.
That is crazy. So now, okay, so that was that. Okay, so they don't know, and I'm not going to explain what a Bernard is. You have to figure it out, right?
I say that in love. I say it in love.
If you weren't there, you don't know. I wasn't there, but I heard, but I understand what it is. So, okay, all right, back to you, Tanya. We're going to you. So you're new to the group. Mm-hmm. You're basically 30 days new. And so you've been ghosted. So has anybody ghosted you from this group, like jumped in, and but we don't talk about DMs or inbox. We only talk about iPhones to Androids. That's what we
Well,
talk about.
the issue that I've had is like, we do the posts about, Man Crush Monday, Women Crush Wednesday, posted pictures, yada
And
yada yada.
you've had one of the crazy
And,
Man Crush Mondays post a month ago.
right. Yeah. Okay. Just because I like your pic or I comment on your pic does not mean you can instantly jump into my inbox. That's not what that means. But it happens. So it's like, okay, well, I'm like, well, shoot, do you like the person pic? Okay, it was cute. He was nice. Okay, just to participate. But then they jump in your inbox. I want to get to know you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it wasn't all of that. I wasn't asking for that. So I've left a lot of them right there in the message box.
So you didn't ask for that, but just because you like the pic, I mean, and they jumped in. So what's the problem? They want to get to know you. What's the issue?
But I don't want to get to know them.
No. See now, because I know these two ladies right here on the right hand side of me. So now I got to get to know you. So you joined the singles group. So what is your purpose? I should ask.
My purpose is, of course, I am, looking for a relationship, looking for someone. But I will say, the ones that you want in the inbox aren't the ones that are coming to the inbox. I'll put it like that. And
okay.
Yeah. So, and then I'm getting the ones that are silent in the group. Seems like to me they are the ones that want the most attention. So it's like they'll post and they got, because their Man Crush Monday posted, they was all over one person. I can't remember his name, but they was all over his picture, and and he was sucking it all in. He was taking it all in. But it was like, okay, that was all you was getting from him. It was like you wasn't getting anything else. Or is he, he might laugh at a comment or something like that, or one of the ladies would say something and he would comment underneath it. And I had that conversation with some of the other ladies. They was like, yeah, the wrong ones is jumping in the inbox. It's not the ones that we want. The ones that we want are the ones that ain't saying nothing.
Okay. All right. So okay, I get that.
Yeah.
No, you can keep talking. I get it. I'm listening.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm still getting to know. I mean, it's not enough for me. I mean, how many people are in that group?
2,500.
Okay, there you go. 2,500 in the group. And how many comment? And it's the same people commenting over and over. Same people engaging over and over. So you're not seeing 25,000 people in there in the singles group for what? Why are they there?
Well, that's the thing that we try to get to, because myself, the admins, myself, Ava, Bill, Whitney, Verdina. I'm probably gonna miss a couple people right now. Don't judge my head. My head right now is not thinking too correct, because I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to do right now. So my thing is this is like, you're here to find and some people engage, some people don't engage, but some of the women I've spoke to that are quiet, they are the ones that are winning for some reason. I don't know what is going on, but they're the ones that's winning. So it's kind of like a different situation. And you three ladies right here that I'm looking at, Armichi, I've seen you post on some things. I've seen you comment. Senda, I've seen you comment on some things. Tanya, I've seen you have a blasphemous post. I'm not blasphemous, but it was a blast. It was a blast last month. It was just that. So, I see what's going on. But what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you this right now. When you step on Amsterdam Talk, them DMs are going to explode tomorrow. When you come talk to me, your DMs is going to explode. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's going to be very graphic that I'm getting ready to tell you. First and foremost, Amici, you'd have had a nigga circle back, and you had 3 niggas that come try to get that diamond that you got. They want that diamond. So something's definitely good with you down there where you're at in Cashville. Sender, you had motherfuckers you try to reach you, and they want to come get that diamond the same way. And Miss and T the same way. They want to come get that diamond as well. But my brothers, and I can name a bunch of brothers in this group, that I've met personally, you know, from the DMV, from North Carolina, that are straight up good brothers that will take you to another level mentally and physically. Well, I can't say physically, but I can definitely say mentally. They'll give you support, because behind it, I will definitely back these brothers. And if something different happened, I would basically feel like, hold on, excuse me. No, nobody's talking about stabbing any puss right now, callers. But get your questions together right now, because we fans, get your, I mean, the people in the thing, get your questions together.
Wow.
But what I see right now,
Literally.
you know, I don't know if are you in a sorority?
No, I'm not.
All right, I got 2 AKAs sitting on the right hand side of me, and Joe Biden said get an AKA. That's
He
what he said.
already know.
Now,
So
I would say my good friend that I graduated from high school is now the communications director for the vice president of the United States. So, and she's a Delta. So Miss Ashley Etienne, I want to shout her out. She is now, we went to high school together, and we were predominantly white high school. So for her to be doing her thing, I am extremely happy. So
Congratulations.
I'm just saying, Joe Biden said go get an AKA, so I'm out here like,
It is what it is.
I'm looking
Hey.
for get you an AKA, you know. But I'm just saying, so basically on the top of it like this, you know, the ghosting, you two have ghosted, you've been ghosted. So now I gotta ask you this. What stops you from ghosting, and what would you like to stop from being ghosted? And I'm gonna start with you, Senda.
For me, I'm big on respect. I'm big on respect, and I'm down to earth. People, anybody that get to know me would realize that I'm really, really cool. Yes, I am a Christian. I am saved, and I do love the Lord. But at the same time, I'm very down to earth. I'm not a judgmental person. I just believe in living my life in a way that's reflective of good
Okay.
and God, the way that He would have me live it. So I'm really down to earth, and I'm looking for somebody who's gonna really just be able to come in and accent what I have. Let's work together and build together. Let's, it ain't all about you. It ain't all about me. It's about us. What can we do for each other? I don't want to have to baby a man, a grown man. I'm too busy for that. I'm getting my
Okay.
children out my house, literally. I'm not trying to have another child.
So your children are older. So hold on. That brings me to the post earlier. You don't want another child, but they brought some older people that were like 40 and in their 40s that were talking about they want to have a child. You not with all that.
One, I'm 50. I'm about to be 55 this month. So no, I ain't having nobody's child. If you want a child, you better bring them with you. And
Okay.
and hopefully they halfway grown or grown. Look,
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm ready to live my life, have a good time. I've been celibate for a good while. So trying to, live my life, get back into the swing of things. I'm ready to be happy and for it to be all about me. I sacrificed a lot and raised my kids alone. So it's my time and I'm ready to be happy. And I refuse to settle for anything less than the best.
Okay. Anything less than the best. What about you, Amici?
I'm just enjoying my peace.
Always.
I'm enjoying life, and so I can't have anybody bringing discourse to my life.
Okay.
Which is lightweight. That's another reason why I ghost as well. Anybody that brings in this argumentative, issues and bringing any type of chaos and discourse to my life.
So
Right.
you would rather just ghost. Why can't you just come up and just say, listen, you bringing this discourse to my life. I can't deal with this shit. Why don't you just do that?
They don't
Most
hear.
of the people who bring discourse to your life, they're not trying to hear what you have to say anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to throw it back at you and say that they're acting the way that they're acting because of you. They're going to argue with you and say, well, no, it's not. It's, and there's been, I just, I have no more time, I have no more time for, like she said, I'm not trying to raise anybody or teach anybody. I was a teacher back in the day and it didn't work. I changed professions. So
I teach now. I'm not trying to go home to it.
exactly. So, it's By the time I ghost you, is nothing left to say.
Mhm.
We've had
Okay.
a little bit here and there, and I have figured out that you're not a person that I can have a conversation with. So there's
Okay.
been some people that I didn't have, I didn't see eye to eye with. We weren't on the same level, and we did have that conversation, and they did get an explanation. But if you're a
Okay.
person that's constantly, wreaking discourse in my life, then there's nothing left to say. Deuces.
And I'm an excellent communicator. So I'm going to tell you
Me too.
exactly where I am, where I stand, where I'm going. It's no room for question. And I ask good questions, direct questions. So I'm trying to seek out the same thing from you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I got a question right here for Amici right now. I'm gonna get to you in a minute, T. How would you feel if you were ghosted for the reason? Hold up, damn, it just went up. How would you feel if you were ghosted for the reasons that were logical to the person but not logical to you? What would that change your momentum? Or would that change your movement moving forward? I'll say it again. How would you feel if you were ghosted for reasons that were logical to the person, but not logical to you? Would that change your movement moving forward?
No.
Okay.
It's subjective.
Okay, I got you. Well, back to you, Amici again. Looking back, are there married warning signs you can share?
No.
What about you, Cinder? Are there signs you can share?
Bathroom conversations.
Bathroom conversations.
Yes. Every time you get a call in the bathroom.
Oh,
But now
man.
most people don't call now. Most people want to text. Make people talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so make people talk to you. I always say, it's time to put a voice. I gotta put a voice for the face.
Yeah.
I gotta put a voice for the face.
Now, I mean, because I'm lightweight right now. I'm not, at the time, I wasn't trying to go heavy with these guys. So I wasn't at the time having those in-depth conversations. We were just kicking it. I got an invitation to a football game. I was hanging out at a cigar bar. So they were like, "Oh, what you doing Sunday? You like football? Okay, fine." So I wasn't trying. But then, when they circle back,
coming on Amsterdam Talk, cigar lounges ain't the best place you want to be, according to last week. I got one for you, Cinder. I want to know why Cinder ain't tell the wife they were having sex, like they weren't dating, but the wife needs to get an exam ASAP.
She need to get an exam.
Yeah, I don't know. But they want to know why Cinder ain't tell the wife that they were having sex. Why did you just say no?
I didn't say no because to me, I felt like I wouldn't have been in that situation had I known. And I felt like I put myself in her position. I wouldn't have wanted to find that out about my husband that way. And because I didn't know that I was in that situation, I just felt like I didn't have the right to hurt her because I wasn't trying to hurt her.
By the time the female asks, they already know the answer anyway.
She knew the answer, but I guess she knew the answer. But I ended it and I got out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I felt like, to me, I just didn't feel like I needed to be the one to hurt her. She needed to deal with her husband and his issues, not me. And I got rid of him, so she didn't have to worry about me anymore.
Well, someone said research the marriage license, but this goes out to Michi and Cinder. Is it acceptable to ghost after sex, and what is that about?
Yes.
Yeah, you can ghost after sex. Okay, let's say, for example, you're dating somebody, it's long distance, and you're sitting back and things aren't moving, they aren't progressing, they don't want it to move or they don't want it to progress. You're expressing yourself. At some point, you got to make a decision. What am I going to do? You can only talk about it for so long. You know what their view is. You know what your view is. At some point, you got to walk away. So,
all right. Well, here we go. This is for double standards. Women want upfront, honest communication, except when they justify their ghosting.
always want upfront and honest communication, period. Hurt me now, hurt me later. It doesn't matter. Hurt is pain is pain.
So I
don't
gotta ask both of you ladies this then, since y'all both dealt with the married cycle, the married situation. So if both of them guys said they were married, I'm gonna get to you, T. I got some shit to ask you too. Don't think that you're just sitting over there. But if they basically said to y'all that we were married, would married girlfriends, whatever, would this had continued?
No, I wouldn't have been there in the first place. I don't do relationships. I don't do men in any type of relationship. You want to talk to me, fix it or end it. Don't come to me till you're ready to be engaged, not engaged, but engaging with me and me alone.
Engage with Cindy.
I
I
don't
get
do
it.
multiple partnerships in one relationship.
No, no.
Okay.
My husband went out with another woman.
How did you handle that?
I ghosted him.
You hold fuck up. This starts to another topic. Abe, I'm gonna need another hour for this shit. So you ghosted your whole fucking husband because he went on another date. You no conversation, none of that shit. Just was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
No, we got a question for Tanya right now. No, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm gonna get this question for Tanya, but I need to know how the fuck you ghost your own goddamn husband.
Moved into the guest room, filed for the divorce. Deuces.
So you
There's
never
nothing left to say. I knew the chick. So, when the information came back to me, I didn't ask no questions. I just, I did my investigation and I'm out. I mean, that was the last straw anyway. I was already my foot was out the door anyway, so.
Well, we're not going to talk about that. That's another show that we could talk about that. But your foot was out that door.
He wanted to discuss and apologize and etc. And I was like, okay, I listened to what you have to say, but that was my reaction. I shut down and got down. It was it.
You shut down and got down. Get down or lay down, as my Philadelphia brethren would say. Get down or lay down.
Right. I think you can hurt. I mean, there is a lot of hurt in ghosting. So I'm not making light, especially with with Tanya's situation. I'm not making light of it. So the ones who I ghost absolutely deserve it. I'm not playing with anybody's feelings or emotions. But when someone comes and they're playing with my feelings, my time, my emotions, there's nothing else for me to give. There's no conversation. There's no discussion. And no, I cannot give you your closure.
So that's what I was getting ready to ask. So if you are doing the ghost thing and somebody reached out for closure, how would you handle that? Either one of y'all can answer.
Husband, he wanted closure. And I said, the door was your closure.
Okay,
I explained to him when he finally came back later and started trying to figure out what was going on, and I finally answered the phone. I told him, I said, look, dude, you took away my opportunity to choose. I mean, there are people out there that actually do date and get involved with men in relationships. That's not my thing. And because I told you that wasn't my thing, you decided that you would just withhold that information. So how could I ever trust you?
Yeah. Wow.
He didn't get that closure from in my case, if I was in her situation.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm his wife needs to give him that closure. His wife needs to give him that explanation. So there's nothing else left for us to say.
Yeah, my peace is everything for me. I want to be peace for you, but I also want peace for me. I would do anything for my mate.
At the end of the day, my rejection is for your protection.
Oh shit! And Cindy, I definitely agree with you, and I definitely agree with you. Your rejection is your protection to Amici, but I definitely agree with you. I'm at an age now where as though like peace is everything. I love pussy, but I like peace a little more.
Yeah.
And that's that. But it's a question for you out here, Tanya. How is a man supposed to know if you would be interested without trying to see what's up via your inbox?
If I don't respond, I'm not interested.
So, okay, so if you don't respond, do you just leave them on read, or you just say, hey, listen, I'm not interested?
Yeah, I just leave. I mean, they just there. Like, because I have to accept the message. It's either because if we're not friends on Facebook, because they're in the group, we're not friends. So I'm getting that outside message. I have to accept the message. If I respond to the message, then that's what starts initiating the conversation. If I don't respond and leave it there, it can either delete or block. If I just leave it there and if I don't respond, that means I'm not interested.
Okay. That's a solid answer. So now throw it out there to Cinder or Michi. What happens when you see somebody out and about that you ghosted, or all three of y'all? Because I didn't see the last part of this question. So all three of y'all can answer this. What happens when you see somebody out and about that you ghosted or that have ghosted you? What happens in that situation?
Hey, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving. Period. And that's just because I'm extra nice.
Okay.
I think y'all already know my answer.
What about you? What about you, T?
I'm extra nice.
It's probably going to depend on how I felt about that person that ghosted me. I mean, if it was somebody that I was just like, feelings wasn't that strong, I can keep it pushing. I won't say nothing at all. But if it was somebody that I really was feeling and emotions, I probably would, engage in some type of conversations. Oh, so this is what we're doing now or something, But if it was nobody that I was it was a couple of texts here and there and then they just disappeared, well, no. Because most of the time that's when it happens is through, I've kind of backed off of online dating because it's just been so scatterbrained. I just kind of gone.
Well,
guys will show.
You are online dating, dealing with the HBCUSL the same way.
But it's kind of different.
It's different.
And it's because, you're dealing with a group of people who are supposed to be among or somewhat around the same level. It's kind of different.
We all got degrees. We all got degrees. That's the only mutual thing we got. We all got degrees. We all might got 1 or 2 or 3 degrees.
We all come from HBCUs. We all have a mutual understanding of, it's an automatic connection there just from that. But for me, my sorrows, they had me to get on a dating site because
I need to ask a question. So how do I sneak in the pink and green fraternity? How do I sneak in there? But that's another question for another day for both of you ladies. But no, I gotta ask. No, Tanya, go and finish. Tanya, finish what you were saying. I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, just like with online dating, I've done the pretty much everyone, POF, Tinder, BLK, all of them.
But that was my question because I before we wrap this up, I need a POF story. Everybody has a POF story.
Oh, POF is garbage. Those dudes, they are living a whole different life. A dude, he was on POF, he was everything you wanted him to be. Had a good job, was living the life and all of this, and then come to find out you homeless, you ain't got no car, a whole different story. Like they live in fake lives all over the place.
I'm glad you brought that up there, homeless, because when I come back on the 15th, the next Amsterdam talk is basically about women that took care of bum ass niggas.
Ooh, and that I don't do.
And that is out next. That is out. Well, hobosexual is what somebody just said in the group, and that's the time right now, because if you are homeless right now and you're listening, and I don't like to put down my brothers because I love my brothers. The thing is this: if your name ain't on a lease, it's getting cold out that bitch. Do not argue right now. You will be out. And anybody that's in Chicago, definitely don't do the shit. It's extra cold in Chicago. So y'all haven't done POF, Cinder or Michi?
You know what? That was the thing they signed me up for. And I realized immediately that was not my thing. I never talked to anybody. I got tons of questions out there. And I'm like, I just can't. I told them, I said, y'all, I can't do this.
But POF is the most engaging site out there. The dudes
That's
will,
not
they will
me.
communicate. They have no problems with sending you a message, sending you a couple of messages, even though you don't respond. They will,
I
oh, so
realized,
you just not gonna say hi back? Oh, you just,
uh-uh.
I'm like,
I
really?
realized I was bougie.
Mm-mm.
So my
What
response,
about you, Amici? Have you done any of the dating sites? Dating apps, POF,
I'm gonna
BOK,
put my girlfriend
Tinder.
out there. The reason why I'm even in this group is because my girlfriend Dawn
Oh shit,
likes
throwing names.
to. My girlfriend Dawn, yes, she loves to online date and get in these groups, and then she loves to make me come in so that I can see what it is that's going on. So that's how I even got into this group.
Okay.
I don't personally go on and sign up for anything. I don't go searching. And I'm going to actually answer your question. You were joking. How can you? You can't, but how can one? And my response to that is, as with the dating world,
Mm-hmm.
show yourself worthy. Be yourself. Show your light. You don't have to go chasing anything. The right one will choose you. And the
Yep.
same thing with our sorority. Don't go chasing, just sit back and wait to be chosen.
Yep.
Okay, so that was my next question to say, from the ghosters to the ghostee, like,
Yeah.
what do you feel that would keep you engaged, ghosters and the ghosters and the ghostee? What do you feel as though that you could do different? And I'm gonna go back to you, Cinder, first.
I just think for me, I like I say, I established a standard and I will not drop below my expectations. And that has nothing to do with financial or physical or anything like that. That has everything to do with the way that you are from the
Glad you
inside
answered that.
out. And I'm looking for somebody. I made a post one day that said, I'm waiting on the man that's going to tell me to get out this group so that we can work on us. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm not in it
Oh,
to.
but you never leaving though, because we got a couples group as well.
Right,
You're
we gonna
never
move
getting away
on
from
to the
me,
next.
baby.
Right,
You're
right.
never
Moving to
getting
the next
you're
phase.
never getting away from me. You're never getting
Right.
away from me.
So that's my goal. It's not to sit here and just. I mean, I enjoy the topics. I mean, it keeps me busy. Right now I'm off work. So it's kind of fun. But at the same time, that's what I hope. I hope to find.
Okay, what about you, Tanya? I'm gonna go to you and leave you last on Michi. What do you do, Tanya?
I mean, I've done a lot of stuff differently now. My perspective on it now is, if you don't have time, I don't have time. I'm just in that. I'm a single mom raising a 13-year-old. I work a full-time job, have 2 businesses. I'm doing me. I'm handling me. And when he comes along, he's gonna find me. So I've just kind of I don't have time for BS anymore. I'm just focused on me, and whatever comes, it comes. But I just, I'm not doing the ghosting, guys ghosting me anymore. I just handle it differently now. I just see it a whole different way. It's like, I don't even give you the chance to ghost me anymore. It's just not even happening like that. So, I'm just in a different headspace now. It's just whatever comes to me is what's for me. So I'm just focused on being me. If I meet somebody, hey, if I don't, I'm good with that too.
Right.
Okay. What about you, Amici?
I'm gonna say I'm just here.
You're just here. You're just
I'm just here. I'm enjoying life. I love this group. This is the only one that I've ever stayed in. I
because
recommend.
we got the best content in the world. That's why you're here.
It's
We got
a
the
beautiful
greatest
thing.
content.
There's been so many relationships, both male and female, friendships. So I encourage everyone to come in on the after hours, to the football parties, participate in the Zoom, because one thing I am going to say, being on the Zooms and the chats, that's how people get to know you for who you are. And unfortunately, a lot of people do a lot of posting, and they don't realize people are actually looking at you and the things that you post, as well as the things that you comment on other people's posts. And they are making judgment calls on your behavior. Mm-hmm. And you're getting ghosted by people that hadn't even met you based on the things that you put on these comments and you know, so if I see how you're as a male, if I see how you're treating someone and how you're posting on you're getting rejected before you even get accepted.
These people, they're asking questions for a reason. So it's every post, there's a reason behind every post, whether they say it or not.
So
there's a reason
it is, but I'm gonna say, like, for instance, today or yesterday, someone made a post. We had a lot of posts about, you know, what do you look about size and measurements in someone.
Mm-hmm.
And so someone in the group made a post. It was supposed to be humorous, to lighten them. And, you know, he said something about, okay, well, while everybody's posting numbers, put your SAT. I mean, and it was supposed to be funny, but everybody came out. You had about, you know, 15% or 20% of people that came in giving their numbers and showing how highly qualified they were with their numbers. And then you had the other people saying, well, that was 20 years ago. Why would you ask this? And you know,
well,
it was a joke.
Well, I understand that, and I saw that, but don't take away from my December 29th, my December 29th show, height versus weight. Don't take away from my show 29. This is Amsterdam Talk where we get real about this. So basically what I got from you three ladies today was basically like, you're all open for whatever comes your way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're all open. So now I got to get into the thick of things. What's going to bring my next topic up before we get out of here? And we're not even going to talk about this long because I got to get these motherfuckers on the show. Someone said, well, Armici, you said unsolicited earlier. And I've been, you know, been DM'd because I've been DM'd a couple times by women and saying they're getting unsolicited dick pics. Have you three women been victim of that? Have you been victimized?
Not in this group, but I have been victimized. I've even gotten videos of men jacking off. And I'm
so
like,
this is random. You never asked for this shit. It just pops up.
Never asked for it. And that
hello,
dude
good morning.
No.
That dude got ghosted.
Exactly.
Was, I mean, it was no, and he sent a full frontal. I'm talking about everything. I didn't ask you for it. I had barely got to ask you your name.
So
and you just off the bat.
Because I've gotten the name. Listen, hold on, let me talk. Camera, look at me straight on. Dick pic bandits in the HBCU SL Lounge. I know who you are. They've given me your names. So we're going to reach out to you, and I want you to tell me what's your motivation, and what's your whole MO for this whole thing. But I'm going to ask these three ladies right here in front of me. What does it sell to you? Does it make you want to do more, or does it make you want to do less because you got this unsolicited pic? How does it make you feel?
It's a complete turnoff. It's disgusting. Why? Why are you sending? Why are you? I didn't ask you for that. That's not what I'm looking for. I didn't allude to any of that. Why are you sending it? It's a complete turnoff to me. It's a complete turnoff.
I stopped talking to guys that talk to me about sex before they ask me my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is your middle name?
Get to know me before you bring up that. And I love sex. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's a respectful way to engage in that. What do you know about me? Who am I? You know, before you. I just think there's a level of respect that a lot of guys now, and I'm not gonna say a lot of guys. There are a few guys that's missing it. They're missing it, but you know, I just ghost them and keep on going.
What about you, Amici, about unsolicited pics?
Before you actually do send a pic, check your surroundings, because in my case, I couldn't get past the blue bathtub and the grime in the corner. I didn't even see.
Oh shit. Oh shit, she giving out details. You have hold on, say that again. You got a blue with a grime in the top. What?
I couldn't get past your grandmother's blue bathtub and moldy grime in the corner. You need to wash the tub with some Ajax, some Lysol, and a little Clorox.
So hold on, you living with your grandma, but this is the thing. Listen, I understand that Black people, we put Ajax in the tub or Comet and let that shit marinate
And let it
like it's
marinate.
fucking food. That we walk away from the shit for 3-4 hours. Matter of fact, I gotta go clean my goddamn tub right now because I got the fucking Comet sitting in that bitch. It's been in there since this morning before I got out the shower. But that's what I'm trying to get out of this, because I'm gonna bring these I'm gonna move this for a second. I'm gonna bring these DP band. We call them DPB. These bandits on, because I know their names and I have all and the women have already told me who they are. So I'm just trying to get your MO. Like, is it a turn on? Is not a turn on? If you do this,
absolutely
show
not.
it. Is it going to make you want me? Is you going to ask me to fly you out so you can do whatever you need to do to me, or I need to do what I need to do to you, or as Jermaine Jackson said, I'm doing to do to me to do what you do to me, to do whatever you want to do, whatever the album was called.
Pornhub is free. I don't need your unsolicited picture.
You don't need unsolicited. So
no.
Because it's your mind that's gonna simulate me before anything else.
So, hey, hold up, Phoebe Michelle. Yes, I fucking showered. I said after I got the shower, I put the goddamn comment in that bitch. Shut up. So anyway, but that's what I'm just saying, you know. So the shit is just unsolicited, and it's been a lot of unsolicited shit going around in this group. So I've been getting word of it. So do you women ask for things to be sent so it can be solicited?
No.
So you basically, like, if I want to see it, I want it to go to work on me.
I don't even want your pictures. I don't want your full body clothes pictures unless I ask for. I don't want anything unsolicited.
And don't ask for pictures of me so you can save me as your screensaver. It's not happening.
Don't.
Why?
Oh wow.
Well, shit, I don't know, but
I need a contact picture.
Yeah, I don't get that. I'm sorry. I must not be, you know.
You can see the pictures on my Facebook. I know you've gone through it and get one of those.
Exactly. You done already stalked my page.
So those who are asking pictures of these ladies, after that, you get the SBTF shit bag titty fuck of the week award. Yes. Gotta give you that, you know, as always. But I definitely enjoyed my time with you ladies right now. You definitely had a good time. I've definitely had a good time with you in Amsterdam Talk, as always. You know, I will see, not y'all, but I'll see y'all, the viewers, in 2 weeks. When I bring in, who the fuck am I bringing in 2 weeks? I can't remember. Ava, who's coming in 2 weeks? I'm sorry. The Deltas. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to say that because I got in trouble before.
Hey, Deltas, I will see you in
Deltas
2 weeks.
Are taking care of bum ass niggas.
Yes, the Deltas that came to me and said they've been taking care of bum ass niggas. The triangle crew. I'm not gonna throw no signs up.
We don't do that.
But the Deltas are on the scene next.
Wow.
Myself, for super producer. Hold on, before I
go,
don't let
them have that one.
I'm glad y'all actually had. I mean, did y'all have a good Thanksgiving?
We did. I did. I had a good Thanksgiving.
I did.
Okay, yeah, because I forgot last time to mention everybody having Thanksgiving.
I was at the virtual Bayou Classic representing Southern University, so we was clowning all weekend.
All right,
oh shit! I done pissed some Grambling niggas off this week, but it's all good.
As we all did.
But it's all good, you know. For thank you, Armici, thank you, Tanya, thank you, Senda, for coming through. I would ask y'all to do what I asked y'all to do to give me that sign, but I heard if I asked y'all to do it, I might get sued. What? And I don't have time. Can I get a ski weed from you ladies? Hey, that shit sent chills down my spine. But anyway, listen, dick pic bandits, I'm definitely coming for y'all, so y'all will definitely be on Amsterdam Talk. And this is one thing I'm going to do, that, you know, I'm going to remove myself from the camera because we have your photo. Well, Ava has your photos, and she's going to put it on screen. Ooh. Why are you talking to me? I'm going to remove myself. So you cannot lie that you have not been sending these unsolicited pics to these women, because I'm going to talk to you with my camera off, and your penis is going to be on Amsterdam Talk explaining what's your motivation of this shit. So
Now, are they gonna really come on?
Right.
they don't have a choice because we know their names. We know who you are.
Wow.
And some women are disgruntled about them, so that's the
And
whole
rightfully
thing.
so.
So
Right.
you know what I said?
I
I
ghost
said,
the
listen,
guy for that. He would try to call me every morning and wanted to engage himself.
I'm going. Y'all watching me right now? I'm on camera. I'm going to be on the phone. I'm not seeing none of this. I'm just going to be asking questions while the penis on screen. So that might be the most highly rated show. But other than that, I will see the Deltas in 2 weeks driving a red Solara and taking care of bum ass niggas.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Diamond people. But it's coming. The Deltas already reached out to me and they want to tell me what they did with these bum ass dudes. Where they took them, they drove their cars. I mean, they drove them to work, asked them for weed money while they stayed in the house playing the games all day.
Woo-wee.
And please, men out there, support your women. Support your women at any means necessary, regardless of what you need. This is a perfect story for me. If you want a CPA firm, you want an accountant firm, or you want a law office, Rod will break his back to give it to you. And that's just what it is. And what? No, I don't need to be professional on screen. This is Amsterdam talk. The fuck are you talking about? And I'm looking at some of the comments in the side, but HBCU, this is Amsterdam talk. I'm gone. Thank you, Amici, Tanya, Senda, and your DMs are going to blow up after this, just the same as the young ladies blew up last week. I don't have to get no money back from niggas for y'all, do I?
Nope.
Because we're going to say the young lady that was on TV last week, that was on Amsterdam Talk, she got her money back for that flight. And that's it. I'm out.
Yeah, nah.
Amsterdam Talk. I see y'all in 2 weeks.
Ladies.
See you in 2 weeks with the Delta.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.